Let me all show you how to make one of South Indians, in particular, Tamram's community's most favorite, very close to the heart. I can say call it recipe. This Moor Kuzhambu, which is also you can call it as Tam Raman's khadi. In north side, you may call this as khadi, but entirely a different ingredients are used. But here it's different. The ingredients goes in, but it's quite similar to that particular khadi recipe, is what I can uh, say. The ingredients that we are going to use to make this popular traditional Moor Kuzhambu is the main ingredient, of course, here is the buttermilk, that is more. You need to dilute it with water. The curd is diluted in water and made made into a bit of ferment, and it turns sour. You need the basically a sour buttermilk for this, not the fresh one. Not too sour also, kind of manageable sourness goes well for this recipe. And the coconut oil is used traditionally to temper this. You can use whichever the oil you prefer. And here is the paste, which is the main ingredient, goes into this recipe. This paste is made up of a spoonful of zira, a spoonful of tuar dal, turmeric. We would be using it later, but not while grinding the paste. A spoonful of tuar dal, a spoonful of zira, a small inch of ginger, a couple of green chilies, and a spoonful of peppercorns goes in. All that you need to soak for at least half an hour, and then along with coconuts half a cup. This is not here in the display, but along with the coconut, all that grind into a paste, and you get this mixture. This mixture goes into the buttermilk along with the turmeric powder, and we will add some salt, of course, and we will mix this. And then the tadka is given in coconut oil with this mustard seeds, red chili, and little bit of fenugreek, just for the flavor. So let's get started how to make this delicious Moor Kuzhambu. Typically, this particular recipe served along with a dish called usili. Usili is again protein based lentils, which are grinded into a vada kind of a consistency, and then steamed, and then crushed into coarse using the pulse mode in your mixer grinder. And then it will be added in any of the vegetables like green beans or broad beans, cluster beans, even capsicum. Today I have made a usuli using capsicum. Any veggies you can add, even carrots, beetroots, all these sorts of vegetables can be used for making usuli. Usuli curry and this Moor Kuzhambu is one of the most popular among Brahmin community in down south. They just relish this if this has been served in their lunch. So that is what I'm going to show you all today. How do you make that? So here I have added the turmeric onto the buttermilk, and in goes salt, of course. You can get vibrant yellow if you add more turmeric. It's totally your choice. And then in goes hing. Hing adds a good flavor to this recipe. Before once this mixture is ready, we now going to fry this okra, that is bindi. So I'm going to take all this out because I have kept this for display purpose. I have already soaked and I have grinded this mixture. So I just kept it for the display purpose, for you all know what goes in into this paste. So let me remove all that. Also I'm going to add, I have already added green chili in this mixture, but let me add some whole green chili, which will add some good flavor to this Moor Kuzhambu. I like green chilies in my Moor Kuzhambu, but that is totally optional for you. Now I have already kept kadai, so in goes some coconut oil. So we are going to fry the okra now. that is bindi, vendakai. In Tamil, it is called as. Also, I'm adding in the green chili whole. Uh, Adding whole will give you just the flavor from the green chili. If you slit it and add, then you might get the spice from the green chili. I don't want the spice. I've already used 3 green chilies and I would also be using some red chilies. I don't want too spicy Moor Kuzhambu, so I'm just adding the whole green chilies just to get the flavor. That's it. Now we'll just shallow fry this okra. In order to get the complete nutritional value from this veggie, you need to saute a little bit, not too much. That is, cook 30-40%, not 100%. This can be eaten raw, but to avoid, if you want to avoid eating it raw, you can, of course, when you are making recipes, you can't eat raw. So cook it half is what I have learned it, to get the complete nutritional value from this veggie. For that matter, any veggie. But there are few veggies we need to cook it completely. But few veggies which can be half cooked and eaten without having any side effects is definitely this one. You can cook half and you can eat it. It will not do any bad to your health, in limited proportion, everything, of course. So I'm keeping my flame little high and I'm going to saute this for some time till it is, the outer skin is little crisp. That's it. Then we would remove this and then we'll start making our Moor Kuzhambu, which is a very simple recipe. This, once you have all the ingredients ready, you can just make it in jiffy. But like I said, for this Moor Kuzhambu, you can still have it with some potato roast, etc. But the excellent side dish for this is usili curry. I've already posted on the channel kothavarakai usili. Recently I have posted, you may check. Kothavarakai is nothing but cluster beans. It goes very well for that particular veggie, goes very well for usili curry. Like I said, it can be also made using avarakai, that is broad beans, and any long bean, capsicum, beetroot, carrot. These are the veggies you can try. Usili. So now this is almost done. I just need few more seconds. Then I would remove them. In the meanwhile, so this buttermilk, turmeric, salt mixture is here. In goes this paste. I think we can still add little more of turmeric powder, so that yellow color is not quite evident, visible out here. So I'm going to add some more turmeric to this. Also, when you're using turmeric, always go with some pepper powder or peppercorns, so that it helps for the turmeric to absorb its nutritional property completely. Turmeric and peppercorns are best friends is what I heard. In goes curry leaves. You may crush it to get the flavor from it, or you can chop them into small pieces. You will still get it. So now all this is done. This needs boiling. And again here the technique is, you should not overboil this Moor Kuzhambu. When you see the bubbling on the sides, that is when you remove them immediately. Otherwise it will leave a bitter taste to this dish. So keep the flame on sim, that is low. It takes time, yes. Or for a while you can keep your flame little high till the vessel get heated up. and then reduce it to slow. I have already kept my Moor Kuzhambu onto the gas stove now. I have removed my bindi now. Now bindi as well goes into this. It's a one pot dish this. Yep. Now this needs a bit of boiling, but not over boil. On the sides you will see some bubbly. Once you start seeing that, that is when you would switch off this and start preparing your tadka. Or alternatively, you can prepare your tadka, and once you start seeing the bubbly, you can add your tadka and close it immediately to retain the whole flavor of this Moor Kuzhambu. So I'm going to give a tadka right now. For this, I would be using little bit of coconut oil. Let this heat up. Now in goes mustard seeds. Once it starts splattering, towards the end, let's add fenugreek seeds. Be careful, it will splatter. Keep your phone away and you stay away, which is main important when you are working with mustard seeds. Maybe they are not friend with us. That's why it splatters like this. And I'm adding a couple of red chilies to this. That's it. Let me switch off this tadka. Otherwise, the fenugreek will start leaving a bitter taste to this. So once you see the bubbling, that is when you add this tadka, and then your delicious Moor Kuzhambu is ready. Like I said, do serve this along with usili curry, which is already there on the channel. If you're looking for recipes, do check. Or even a potato roast would go well. So it's basically a crispy okra that is cooked in a thick spicy yogurt based sauce. That is what this recipe all about. Do check our usili recipe, and if you like the recipe, do subscribe us. I'll be posting everyday healthy recipes, how to lead a healthy life by using minimum oil. So keep supporting us. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye. Have a good day.